everyone! Today I'm going to be going over the different ways I begin a spiky wig project. As I'm sure you are all aware, different characters have different hairstyles, and with every different hairstyle, the approach to styling that wig is going to be slightly different, even if the basic concept is the same. So now that I've probably confused a bunch of you with that statement, let me explain. Say you want to style a wig for Bakugo from My Hero Academia. I want you to take a good hard look at this boy. Notice anything? The spikes in his hair move from one shot to the next. Sure, he has a general silhouette to him, so you know his hair is spiky all over, but as far as exact spike placements, there are none. His hair is just an ambiguous mess. On the other hand, let's look at Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. As you can see, the spikes on his head are very clear. From each angle we look at, we can see exactly where each spike lays. So with these two examples in mind, you can see how styling a wig for both of these characters would have to be approached a little bit differently. So let's start with what I find to be the easiest scenario and go with our clear-cut reference, Roxas. Whenever I'm about to begin a wig for a character that has very specific and clear spike placements, I like to pre-section out all of my spikes prior to cutting. To do this, I take a ton of small rubber bands and rubber band off where I want all my spikes to go. This helps me in the long run because, as tedious as it can get, I know when I start cutting my wig that I'll have enough hair for each spike and that the spikes are all in the correct location. Then, as I begin working on the wig, I can pin hair sections out of the way that I don't want to accidentally cut, as well as know that I'm not going to forget about a crucial spike when I'm in the zone. So, what's a cosplayer to do when all the official reference pictures are unclear, like with Bakugo? Well, here's a couple things I like to do in situations like this. First things first, I like to start by searching for pictures of other cosplayers' wigs, just to see how they interpreted the hairstyle. From there, I'm able to pick out things I like in other people's wigs and combine them with my own interpretation of their hair, off of the original reference. So what if the character is super new or obscure and no one's done a wig for them yet? If that's the case, it's time to get creative. Sometimes you just gotta sit down at your wig with those inconsistent reference pictures pulled up and go at it. In situations like this, I like to tease all the areas of the wig that are going to get spiked, and once all the volume is added, it's easier to see where I could place spikes and section things. If you really want to, you can always use the rubber banding method here too, just to give yourself an idea of how the spikes will be sectioned out in the end before you start cutting things. With wigs like this, there really is no right or wrong way to style it. Just go with what feels right to you, and don't be afraid to experiment. So those are the main methods I use when approaching a spiky wig project. To summarize, find yourself the best references you can, ideally showing the front, back, and sides. If your references are pretty clear and precise, rubber band off all your sections to make sure you don't forget any spikes and to make sure everything is in the right place. If your references are unclear or all over the place, search up other cosplayers' wigs and use your best judgment to decide how you want your wig to look in the end. Hopefully this breakdown of how I begin my project helps some of you with your own projects. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future tutorials or videos that you'd like to see, please leave a comment below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps you with your own wig styling adventures.